Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to today's free webinar. I'm Gustavo Tolosa. I'm a Start Solution certified coach, and I'm also a whole food plant-based coach and a cook, and also, as many of you know, a pianist, a concert pianist. And I just love to create easy um, recipes that we can make, fast and that are enjoyable. And that's what we're going to do today. This is going to be a short webinar because this is an easy recipe, but it really is a game changer. I want to ask you to, if you're watching this in my YouTube channel, to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps me. It's really good for me to see the channel growing. Let's see here. Today, I want to share with you a savory breakfast. I don't know about you, but my taste has changed or has changed and continues to change as I go along. It's been 9 years of following a whole food, plant-based, starch-centered way of eating. And for my breakfast, I usually don't like sweet things like I used to eat my big bowl of oatmeal piled with fruits. Sometimes I do too, especially berries. But now I really want something savory. So this is a very savory, creamy, and cheesy, if you like the taste of cheese. Just a hint, we're not using cheese, of course. And breakfast. You do have to like mushrooms, because if you don't like mushrooms, I don't know how to substitute it unless you tried and experimented with something else. So I want to tell you that this recipe that I'm going to share with you is inspired by Jane Esselstyn. I did interview Dr. Esselstyn a couple of times. The interviews are in my YouTube channel. And also, we go back somebody else, because Jane Esselstyn got inspired by Debbie Kastner. So now here's a third version by me with a few changes. So if you would like the recipe, just to be on the safe side, even though it will be typed in the description area of the video when it goes on YouTube, you will need to email me, and I will send it out. Okay. So my email, you probably have it, but just in case, it's info@plantimus.com. If you're not in my email list, if you've never received an email from me, please get on my email list. I don't send a lot of emails at all, but sometimes I send emails with recipes and new programs that I do. And to get on my email list, you have to, you can just tell me in the email, you can send it to me, or you can go to my website. And let's see if I can share a screen. I can practice as well. Share. Let's see. So let's see. I don't know if you guys are seeing the screen with the website, but when you go to my website, here at the top, it says webinars. And if you go to live webinars, you're going to see this. I'm going to tell you what that is. But if you go to contact, you can, right here, it says sign up to receive information. You can fill out your name, last name, and email address and submit it. Okay. So that's where you can sign up for my email list. So here we go. Let's get started. Here is the recipe. It's simple. It's delicious. Here we go. Give me a second. I'm going to turn off. I wanted to show you the difference between oat groats that are right there to the left and steel cut oats and regular oats. These are oat groats. It's important that you use this if you want to if you want the creaminess and if you want to have as much fiber and water in your body for detox purposes and to feel, you know, full. This is the steel cut. You can see how it's been, the grains are cut in halves or so. So it's still not very processed. And this is the regular oats. This is not instant, but it's regular oats. And so it goes from totally unprocessed to a little bit processed to more processed. I want to encourage you to use either the oat groats or the steel cut. Then you're going to use some green onions and a red bell pepper, about 6 or 7 fresh mushrooms, also dry mushrooms, the oats, the nutritional yeast, and then you're going to have some spices that I'll share with you that what I put in there. And here I'm going to cook it in the Instant Pot, and I'm going to put 1 cup of groat of oat groats. Okay, 1 cup. And I'm going to add 3 cups of water, or it could be vegetable broth. Either one, better if it's, and then this is 1 cup of the water where the dry mushrooms were soaking, and that's 3/4 cup of soaked mushrooms. It's about 5 to 6 ounces of dry mushrooms, and then 2 cups of fresh mushrooms chopped. This is going, then there is a 1/2 cup of the green onions chopped also, 1 cup of the red bell pepper chopped as well. And then this is optional, but it's very good. You're going to add 5 to 6 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. This is what gives it the cheesy flavor. It also adds to the creaminess. And then you're going to add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and then you're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric and 1/2 teaspoon of liquid smoke, or 1, perhaps 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. If you don't want to use liquid smoke, you can use smoked paprika. And that's it. You're going to close the Instant Pot. I'll tell you more about, well, we're going to mix it. If you don't have an Instant Pot or don't want to use the Instant Pot, I'll tell you when we're done with this part here that you can cook it on the regular stove. It is going to take you a longer time because the groats are whole grains, and it's going to take quite longer than the Instant Pot. So we're going to close it, seal it, and I'm going to use manual here, and I'm going to set it for 8 minutes. Okay, 8 minutes. And probably on the regular stove, it's going to take 20 to 25 minutes, and you have to keep watching it so that, oops, let's see. Okay, so there it is. Look at that. As time goes by, these oats continue to absorb water, and it becomes even more creamy. Okay, so what we need to do now is put whatever amount you want in a bowl. And now here comes the really important part. We need some chopped greens, whether you use spinach or Swiss chard or kale. Put as much or as little as you want. You can then stir it so that it gets a little more wilted. And then I put a bunch of fresh chopped tomatoes. And we have the absolute perfect combination of starch, fiber, water, nutrients, and then the greens for our heart health and for our arteries. Very important. And I am mixing it, as you can see. And I'm in my little office here, so I'm gonna have my creamy I was gonna say risotto, but my creamy oat groats with greens. This is definitely one of those recipes. It's a winner. It can be for lunch, like it's now. It can be for breakfast. It can be for dinner. It can be for snacks. You name it. So try it if you like mushrooms, that is, because it has a lot of mushrooms. Very good. I hope you try it. Let's get some questions answered. I see that you have questions here. I want to encourage you to stay until the end. It'll be another 10 minutes or so. So this webinar is very short, but I do want to share with you something totally new that I'm going to do. I've never done it. Really, I've never seen anybody do it, but, and it's going to be a 7-day detox reset program. What's going to be new about this is that you will be able to log in every day for 7 days, 3 times a day for my meals, and I'll show you exactly what I'm eating and what I'm not eating. And we're going to do a little bit of a fast at the end, and I'll tell you why I'm doing this. There is a very good reason why, and I'm going to be sharing some recipes, but the whole idea is to make it super simple and easy, and that you and I will share this experience together. Because when you do it with a buddy, even if, when you exercise, anything that you can do with somebody else, you feel more committed to it. So if you want to really reset and do a total reset, and whether it is for losing weight or improving your health or both or anything else, then this will be a great time. I'm going to start it on Monday. This Sunday, the day after tomorrow, I'm going to do an info section, or session, I should say, and I'll tell you how we're going to get started on Monday, and we'll just get started from Monday to Monday. And there is going to be a suggested fee to it, because it's going to take a lot of work from me, and this is one of my job. So I'm going to suggest a price. You're going to see when you register a price, but you can change the price. You can, if you really want to do it, I'm not going to prevent you to do it because you don't have the funds. So you can change it to $1 or $0, I think. But there's going to be a set price. If you can pay it, I will appreciate it. And if not, you're welcome. Okay. So let me go through your questions here. Your questions are, looks great. Is it really cooked in 8 minutes? Yes, it was really cooked in 8 minutes. I cook my oat groats in the Instant Pot for 5 minutes, and it sits for 2 hours. Got this recipe from Tammy Kramer. Okay, I changed the recipe. I've changed the things. I put some things that I haven't seen other put in it, and I changed some of the amounts. I like the green onions and the red bell peppers. I haven't seen anybody do that. I don't think I've seen other people do dry mushrooms. So it's a little different, but it does cook in 8 minutes. So I haven't done it in the regular stove. So if you do it in the regular stove to get the creaminess, you're gonna have to stir it often, as if you're cooking risotto. It's actually, to me, it's almost indistinguishable from risotto. It's that consistency of creaminess, but of course, way more healthy. If you cook it on the stove, you're gonna have to stir it often and just see. You're gonna have to try it regularly, every now and then until you can bite it and it's not hard. And I don't know what it may be, but it may be 25 minutes or more. So if you make it, I would like to know how long it took you. This is being recorded, but it's not going to be emailed unless you email it to me. Not this time, because the way I set up this webinar to make it available for everybody who wanted to come in, sometimes people are a little hesitant to put their email. They think that they're going to be bombarded with emails, and I don't do that. So I didn't require that you register and put your email, so I don't have a way to email it to you this time. Other times I'm going to do it the other way. So the only way that you get the recipe or the recording and the PDF is if either you go to my YouTube channel, which is Gustavo Tolosa, and the recording is going to be there in public and the recipe is going to be there, but it's going to be there tonight in a few hours. Or if you send me an email at info@plantemus.com, plantemus.com. That's the website. And if you send me an email there, I'll send it to you. So new to Instant Pot is the manual setting. Instant Pot, many of us, that's the only button that we use, because really that button does everything. So I very, very seldom, sometimes I put the saute button, because it's like you don't have to use a pan, you can saute there. But I usually just use the manual, and I put 8 minutes. Yes, it's truly 8 minutes. Does it need time to come up to pressure? Yes, of course. The 8 minutes is once it gathers pressure. So sometimes, depending on how much content there is in the Instant Pot, sometimes it comes up to pressure in 2 minutes, sometimes in 5 minutes. So once it hits that, then it starts counting the 8 minutes. What release do you use for this recipe? I just moved that manual release at the top, and it just releases it all at once. But because I'm usually an anxious person, but if I went to have to answer emails or to take a shower or something, I would just let it release by itself. Either way, it's fine. Okay. Question: what dry mushroom do you like to use? Do you recommend a particular brand? How long do you soak the mushrooms? Thank you. Well, I travel a lot because of my concert pianist career. I'm doing concerts, lectures, master classes, and so whatever I can get my hands on. Right now, I'm in a town where I'm very lucky that across the street right there is a dry mushroom factory where they actually do them, and it's amazing and it's fresh. So I don't have one. I cannot recommend one. Sometimes I get a bag that has two or three or four different kinds of mushrooms, and I put them in a little bowl with warm water, not really hot, 1 cup of warm water, and I let it sit an hour. Sometimes I forget and they're there 2 hours. It won't matter. But then I chop them and I use that water that has this wonderful flavor as one of the 4 cups of water that I use to cook it. One of the cups is the mushroom liquid. So very quickly, if you go to the website, plantemus.com, which I'm going to very quickly show to you here, right here, you can go to webinars, and you can go to live webinars, and you're going to see Detox and Reset 7-day program, Monday, July 25th through Monday, August 1st. There will be 3 login sessions per day. You can log in live or you can watch the replay at your convenience. And basically, we're going to spend a week together online, logging in every day to follow easy but very specific meal plan to detox and reset your system. And every day will be live, but then if you can't be there live, you'll watch the replay. And I will share some of my secrets and strategies that I've learned all through these years. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do on August 1st. And that's the reason why I'm doing this week of detox and a little mini fast. And the videos will be available to watch for a whole year, and the PDF with recipes will be provided. And then on this Sunday, July 24th at 2 p.m. Pacific, I will do an information session. I suggest a price that is about, I don't know, $9 a day or so. But that's what I suggest. You can actually change the price. You can pay more if you want to reward me, or you can put whatever you can pay. It's more like a donation kind of thing. And right here, you can either click on pay right here and pay. This is using PayPal and other. This is using a regular method. And if you don't want to click on these buttons, you can just use the QR code and do it that way. Well, thank you for joining me, and I hope that you will try it. You have my email. If you have any questions, if you want to tell me how you liked it, I appreciate it. And in the video in my YouTube channel, you will see also the links if you want to register for the 7-day detox and reset. All right. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.